I don't care if you live or die. But should you live, you tell them about me.
Dear Lord, bless this food for our use and us for thy service, and please make us mindful of the needs and feelings of others. Amen.
Nothing for your father? Margaret Dutton is the matriarch, I guess you would say, to the Dutton family.
Please help Daddy find those horse-thieving cowards and hang him from the nearest tree.
You think that's funny?
Taylor asked if I would want to do it, and I said, in a heartbeat.
You pray that your father and the men riding with him make it home safe to us. That is the prayer.
When you're waiting a loved one's arrival to return home, you're concerned and trying to be candid and honest with your children. You need things to appear to be as normal as possible, but you know it isn't. There's a heaviness.
That was the very first scene that I shot. I was completely hooked. And your adrenaline's pumping like crazy, feeling completely and fully in the moment while you're doing it. It just doesn't get any better than that as an actor. You have to make sure that they know that you're a mean son of a bitch, and this will not happen on your land.
I think it's interesting to understand the past, and Taylor's dipping into that. It shows a level of violence, how deadly it could be.
Walking back up to the house, seeing my beautiful wife in this cabin, and then all of a sudden seeing the genuine, real concern. All of a sudden it wasn't about Margaret and JD. This is the way she would have reacted had I walked up from anywhere.
Yeah, you can't let me die out here.
That made just for a really special moment.
You know, the lodge is where family belongs. Didn't sound like a question, did it?
John coming and springs on him, basically, I would love for you guys to come up and live with me.
I mean, you asking us to come live up?
That's what I'm asking.
John Dutton does want his family under the same roof. It's important to him. He says as much.
Is this enough room for you, baby? What do you think?
I'm gonna have 5 shirts and a pair of boots, Beth.
Having to live with your boss and also have a relationship with his daughter, I think it's a little stressful for it and uncomfortable. That idea of living in that mansion on a hill has never been in his future. This is a guy who's eaten by himself for 30 years.
It looks formal, Rip, but it's not. It's just supper.
I think it's a bit overwhelming.
It's good for the prostate.
Lots of things are good for the prostate. We just don't talk about them at the dinner table.
Do families have dysfunction? They do. Does this one have dramatic dysfunction? It does.
Every meal, just like this one.
She can't stand how it makes her feel. She can't stand the pretense of what we're not.
What? Do what? What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm doing? I'm fucking leaving. That's what I'm doing.
Beth just goes fucking batshit nuts.
What kind of childhood bullshit are you working out at the dinner table?
Rip kind of can pull her out of that, spinning out of control.
There's a table right here. Why don't we eat right here? What do you say?
We're finally at a dinner table where Beth can enjoy and relax, and it frees them all up.
He ran up the wall like a damn spider and hung from the rafter.
It's not so serious when it comes to her getting into that kind of funk. That's the way to her heart, is to make a little bit of a ha-ha about it.
Life is plenty hard. You don't need to help it, you hear me?
You're saying that I make life harder.
And we die.
So the audience, they see the show, they hear us saying these lines and in the scenes, but they don't read the scripts. And some of my favorite things in the scripts are Taylor's stage directions. And there's a scene where he says the camera pulls back to this strange family, a widow, 2 orphans, and his daughter. That's when you get glimmers of what would be Beth's happiness. And I just find it so beautiful.
Son, you can beat him.
How? How can I beat him? Christine, I think, taps into another part of him that he may not know is there. Am I a fool for even considering this?
He's the fool, Jamie.
He starts thinking of it in that way rather than power and those kind of things. I think Jamie starts to actually believe, oh yeah, there's effect here too. I could have power in the sense of effect, not just power in the sense of people are afraid of me.
And who's gonna vote for him? The environmentalists? The transplants from New York or LA?
And that's what a great love of your life can do, is bring out the potential in you.
He's bluffing, Jamie. Call him on it.
Catherine and I were effectively the only cast in Texas. We were sort of separate from the rest of the cast that stayed in Montana to shoot. And so it was amazing for us to sort of have that opportunity to build that world ourselves, you know, just us.
Hi. He has this sort of innocence about him where, like, he doesn't even know how to play games if he wanted to.
So, you know, there is a shower in the bunkhouse. When I said the wash rack, I was being coy.
Coy?
I was flirting.
Well, that's good.
So we're in this little cafe, which is so funny because, like, it is the only cafe around there.
Got in a little bit of trouble, did a couple turns in jail.
All right, so we're telling the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, ma'am.
I think that that's super refreshing, and she's super attracted to that.
The way that Beth and I kind of come together is Beth tells me about this airport that they're trying to build and use eminent domain law to take land away from the ranch. Beth fights dirty. This one takes effort, strategy, sacrifice. She uses her manipulation in her favor. Although I was in the area doing protests, to protest the building of an airport is a much bigger deal and much more dangerous. And so I call in, like, all the protesters that I can find.
I say we press charges for trespassing.
Beth advises her it's better to just remove the press. If we get the press out of there, we don't have to be careful anymore. So it looks like Caroline and Beth are going to make a team, but I think there's fireworks on the horizon. Inform the press to vacate our property. It gets really violent and dangerous. She sets Summer up for a very big fall.
The leader of Free Earth, Summer Higgins, has been charged with felony aggravated assault on a peace officer.
Oh, yeah, there was something else I forgot to mention.
Yeah?
Yeah. What was it? Oh, yeah, we did it again.
What'd we do?
Fucked like rabbits till I got pregnant.
You're pregnant.
I think he's absolutely thrilled at the prospect of having another kid. Where they are when he hears that in this new place, he's in a good spot to get that news.
It's a wonderful light that is brought into their lives.
I'm sure there's a part of him that's saying, okay, I'm bringing another human into this situation.
It just makes her more of a target, unfortunately. But I'll let her have her happy moment for now.